Hold on, come here, Don. Come here. How's that Porsche looking, dude?
Hey, piece of cake.
Huh?
Piece of cake.
You got it inspected? You got all the tires and wheels
And now I've got the upholstery work being done right now.
Son
and
of a bitch, dude.
Then
You're going all out on that thing.
Paint
brand new rubber.
Paint the spoiler.
Brand new spoilers, front and rear. God, dude, it's going to be a show car. You think your grandson's actually going to drive it? And you said it doesn't even have a garage.
That's correct.
He's going to have to rent a storage unit to put that thing in.
I got a car cover for it.
Yeah, that's going to help at the apartment complex.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
He lives in a house.
Let me ask you this. You just got done restoring a car. You know what kind of work's involved in it, right?
Oh, you bet.
Let's go out there and look at Larry's contraption, Shade Tree Larry, the mechanic guy, and see what he's been doing for 6 months. And you tell me what you think about the situation.
Sure, let's go. Okay, it's been a couple days now since we've been out there to visit with Shade Tree Guy, and you know, he used to be called the riding lawnmower guy, but he has now degraded himself to Mr. Shade Tree Guy. What's going on, 972 guy? What are you doing?
Working.
Larry told me to come down and look and see what he's doing down there. Shade Tree fucking guy.
Go for it. Go for it.
Huh? What are you thinking?
Go for it.
You've been down there working on the piece of shit, the ass monkey car, right?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about Larry? Have you been watching him or anything like that? Or what the fuck, Dave? I can't see it, Dave.
That car's better.
Which one?
Larry's.
Larry's is better than the station wagon?
Yeah.
You're fucking joking me, dude. Hold on a minute. Come here. Come here. You're telling me that Larry's doing a better job on that car than the monkey factory did on the piece of shit station wagon.
Because he's doing it himself.
Let's go look at it and check it out.
Go for it.
You don't want to go look at it?
I got things to do.
Yeah. Well, you keep it up because look, you ain't fucking doing this, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, the click's fucking talking. The clock's ticking. And we're not talking fucking clock, we're talking clown clock.
Bone ticking.
Yeah, it's gonna be ticking when you guys are rolling your shit out of my shop.
Oh well.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about that, do you? Do you, Dave?
Not my responsibility.
Do you, super freak?
Not my responsibility.
Yeah, something's gonna happen real quick, pal. Alright, so yeah, there's about 6 stories in one right there dealing with that fucking guy. He's a nice guy though, I like Dave. Dave's a hell of a fucking guy. You know, what are we gonna do when Dave leaves? We don't fucking know. Right now, we're looking at something called a Jeep. Jeepster wagon. Shade Tree mechanic guy, Jeepster guy. He finally took my advice and went and got the front end to see if everything lines up. Wow. How's it looking over here? Is it all bolting up right or what?
No.
Well, you said to come out here, Larry. I'm looking.
Well, let you look at what it looks like with the fender on, so you can see.
Let's see. But Larry, the body's not on there square, dude. It's not on there straight. Right, what are you looking at, Don? Does it look like it's lining up for Larry, the Shade Tree mechanic guy, with his come-alongs and chains and what the fuck we got over here, dude? Block and a piece of wood and a floor jack. It's not on there straight. It's all lopsided and oblong.
Did I say it?
Okay. What do you think, Don?
He'll get there.
Now, I do like the way that you cut that out so the shocks will line up inside there. You did cut that out, right? That's not factory. Yeah, you did a good job doing that. That's the Larry job, huh?
Lawnmower Larry did that.
He says it's a Larry job. And I hate to disappoint you, you're not a lawnmower guy anymore, you're Shade Tree Larry.
No, well, whatever.
Shade Tree Larry.
Whatever
At
it
the
is.
rescue. You know, you could be considered the most professional, bona fide, certified shade tree mechanic in history out here. The weather's starting to get cold on us, guy. What's going to happen?
It's not getting cold.
It's getting pretty cold,
It never
Larry.
gets cold in Texas.
It's going to be getting cold, bud.
It
What are you
does
going to
not.
do? You going to come out here with overalls on and tinker toy around?
It does not get cold in Texas.
Well, I gotta say one thing, it's looking better than it did 3 days ago. Now, let me ask you this, did you get this thing all done? Is this all welded in and done?
No.
But you don't even know if that's gonna go there or not. Or do you know? Because let me explain something. This piece right here, that's where your brake master cylinder goes, and that's where the pedal needs to line up. How do you know that that's gonna go right there?
I only do one thing at a time. Right now I'm doing fenders.
What do you think, Don?
He'll get there.
Now, did you see this contraption when he started?
No.
It's pretty fucking rough. Still a little bit redneck, still a little bit on the hillbilly side, but you know what? Something's happening to this thing, and it's starting to transform into a real fucking vehicle, Don. I gotta say one thing, he's came a long way with this thing. But it's not four-wheel drive, Larry.
It's not four-wheel drive.
It's not four-wheel drive. Look at all the suspension that's hanging down on the truck, dude.
Yeah.
You got a lot of fucking action going down here. That's looking pretty heavy duty and pretty rough. Yeah. Is there anything you got to say to anybody being a shade tree guy that you are?
Yeah, just plan on 5 years.
But you've had this thing for what, 25
Yeah,
years?
but I've only started on it for the last, what,
6 months ago?
Yeah.
3 months ago?
3 months,
4 or 5 months ago?
whenever it's summertime.
Now, is the hood gonna fit so everything clears up here or what?
I don't know yet.
We don't even know.
We don't have the hood on. We don't know yet.
Huh. All right. Well, keep up the good work, dude. I guess. The firewall ain't looking good, Larry.
I can drive without a firewall.
Well, then you don't need air conditioning.
No, it's gonna flow through.
Yeah. You can drive without the firewall and have all the debris and the gas fumes and the road warrior fucking action going. I guess you can do that. We gotta go, dude. Good luck, Larry. Keep up the good work, bud.
Okay, we'll do, Pete.
All right. Shade tree. You're starting to lose your leaves, dude. You're not gonna have no shade out here pretty soon. All right, that's just a little quick update on Shade Tree Mechanic Guy and what the fuck's actually going on over here at SWRC. Got to give it to Larry. He's doing a pretty damn good job. Pretty good job. Time to get the camera out, Larry. So we got Larry here. This is about, I would say, 3 weeks, a month later. It's been raining like hell out here in Dallas, Texas, and we got Shade Tree Larry in our office looking at a aftermarket parts book, and he's looking for a steering column. I told him to go ahead and go to the junkyard and get one because they're too expensive on the aftermarket end. To get a GM column. Then he starts complaining to me about wire harnesses and all this, plugging the steering column in, blah, blah, blah. And then I finally said, why can't we use the steering column you got? Can you tell me that, Larry?
Yeah, it's too big.
Why?
It's big and fat.
What do you mean big and fat? What are you talking about?
It hangs too low.
Okay, so what you do is you customize your dash to fit the steering column. Okay, what is wrong with that, bud?
Well, I'm looking.
Okay, what is the diameter? What's the diameter? Shade Tree.
My mind is working on.
Okay, but what kind of diameter are we looking at, Shade Tree guy?
I don't know.
Well, how big diameter? It can't be more than 4 or 5 inches.
Well, the whole thing mounts up underneath the dash.
Okay, so what you're saying is
wide.
It's kind of an oblong, obstructical type of steering column.
Yes.
So you're telling me you can't take your dash to modify your dash so the steering column will work in there and it'll all hook up.
Before I cut dashes and stuff, I'd like to find other options.
Okay. The only other option you have, unless you want to pay $500 or $600 in your aftermarket parts catalog, there is to go over to the junkyard, pick and pull, or some sort of fucking place like that.
Yeah.
Bring your little toolbox with you and your hacksaw and your you know, all this other shit that you're using out there. Maybe your little, you know, gas rig acetylene torch with you, and get a late model Camaro steering column out, and then we can modify that to work. Now, are the wires going to hook up? No. They're not going to plug and play because this is building a custom car, Larry.
Well, I understand that.
You're building a custom car here.
I just
All right, if you want a plug and play fucking operation, you should have got a hold of one of these guys like Street Beast and build yourself a kit car, fiberglass kit car.
I don't want one of those.
Okay?
Don't want one.
Now I noticed out in the back there's another one of those Jeeps sitting there. Is that yours?
No, not mine.
Okay, so you don't have another Jeep back there? Because I think Norm bought that Jeep and was kind of throwing it in your face and saying, wowie, wow, wow, look at mine.
Yeah, he was.
What's up, Larry?
Working.
What are you doing today?
Working.
What's going on?
Well, I was trying to sleep.
That was funny, dude. Are you figuring out the column here?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're trying to rig all this up without welding anything. I see.
Yeah.
Put 2 bolts here and 2 bolts there, and hopefully it'll work.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Come here, Larry. Hold on. Okay, Norm, hold on a minute. Now you own a Jeep yourself, am I right?
Yeah.
Where's yours at?
Oh, it's right there. It's right next to Larry. The same color as
It's the same as Larry's. But the difference between yours and yours actually runs.
It does start and run, but Larry starts and runs.
It does?
Yeah, well, it does.
It does.
It does. It does. It does as much as that one does right now.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to get... Pete came over and was showing me how this thing moved. And he was rubbing my wires across the nut head.
I didn't rub nothing, Larry.
Whoa, look!
Well, you know what? You should have said, hey, can you stop rubbing my wires?
And then it's not his problem because he running the wires.
So from doing this 3 times, let me show you.
Wow.
That ruined your wires.
Now go back and look at the tape and how violent that was compared to what you did.
Okay, sure thing, Larry. Sure. Hey, guess who we got here, bud? We got your neighbor.
Oh yeah?
Neighbor Norm's here to talk Jeeps with you, bud. He's got his Jeep over there next to yours, and you're working on yours, and it looks like, you know, it's becoming a Jeep fucking family over here, Norm.
Here's the thing. We both wish we hadn't bought them.
I was like, man, I need one of those.
Now listen, Larry.
I need one of those pieces of hood and cord ornaments off of there too.
We know you're under the shade tree, and the shade tree's still working for us in November. Let's not be a midnight mechanic auto parts store as well. Okay?
You know, so I don't have windows. Maybe next week I'll have windows.
Oh boy, I'll sell you those windows for $1,800.
Larry, I think you better stick with your Ford Explorer windshield. I'll try to get that in there. What are we calling you now? Shade Tree Larry. Shade Tree Larry.
Oh, we're growing a garden down here. I just noticed
Shade
that.
Tree Larry.
Look, we got a garden down here.
Of what?
I don't know.
Gotta go, Larry. Gotta go.
Look at there. Look at the plants.
We're not looking at plants,
Yeah,
Larry.
pretty
We're looking
plants.
at, okay, quit evading the situation,
I
Shade Tree guy.
just noticed we got a garden going.
Keep working, bud. We'll be with you later. Take it easy.
Larry the mechanic. Larry the shade tree mechanic guy working on his Jeep while Norm is looking at his Jeep. It's turned out to be a fucking junkyard fucking joint at my shop, and I'm not liking it at all.
He doesn't have a front end under it. He doesn't have radiator.
Okay, so you're gonna sit there and slander his,
I'm not
making it
slandering
sound like yours is better than his. Is that what you're doing?
You're telling me his is ready to run and
I
drive.
didn't say nothing, dude. I didn't say it was ready to run and drive.
Run and drive.
I didn't say that.
He said it's a $1,200.
I did not say that.
It's a $1,200 purchase.
From what I understand, he gave $1,000 for it.
And the motor doesn't work.
Okay. Oh, so yours does.
No. Yeah, mine does.
So your motor works?
Yes, it does.
So we can go out there and start that bitch up right now, and you can drive it 10 feet down, 10 feet out of the space that you're sitting in.
If you hook the computers.
All right, let me ask you this. Can we go ahead and hook a chain to the frame and pull your Jeep around the lot? And you can get in there and steer it.
I don't have a steering wheel.
Exactly. So now, where are you at on your Jeep, bud?
It's sitting there.
It's been raining for what, a week and a half now?
Pretty much.
And it's raining today, but you're out there working in the rain.
Yep, I am.
Did you get tired of sitting at home, or
Yes, I did.
got bored and said, man, I gotta go up there and just hang out, and whether I take a toy or not, I gotta do something?
I gotta do something.
Well, you know, one good thing about parking it under the tree, you were thinking ahead, because when it rains, I guess the tree can cover you, unless the wind blows and rattles all the water off the leaves, right?
Yep.
That's kind of like what you call after the storm.
When the wind blows, the cradle rocks.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Have you got hit in the head yet by any pecan nuts?
No, not yet.
No nuts in the
No,
head
the
yet.
squirrel is still throwing them though.
Where are you at on your Jeep, bud? Give me some angles here. What have you done? See,
I've got 3.
hold on now, because you were claiming to be Mr. Redneck fucking guy, and you were telling me that you're gonna have to move the motor back 3 inches until my friend Pete walked out there and told you what he would do. Now, is that gonna work?
I don't know yet.
You gotta take the fan off.
I've got fans off.
Okay?
So,
Put your radiator mount and see how much room you got, and get an electric fan and put it on there.
yeah.
I think I just solved your problem on that, Larry.
Well, we got.
Now you're coming in the office and you're asking me other questions that you can solve.
That's
But
right.
on the other hand, you didn't want my help. You told me to fuck off. Get out of your face.
That? When did I tell you
Lots
that?
of times.
No.
Lots of times, dude.
No.
All right, it's been about 3 weeks since we saw our buddy Shade Tree Larry. And obviously, he's got some progress going. He's got something going. Did I tell you we went out to the fucking junkyard? He drugged me all the way out to the junkyard to go get a steering column to put in his Jeep. So let's go out there and see what's going on after we talk to Clown Act Fuck Off Guy 972, Mr. fucking super guy that he thinks he is, and see what he's up to. What's going on, Fuck Off Guy 792?
Work.
Huh?
Work.
Is this a clown act going on over here?
Nope.
What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing.
Both axles, both lower control arms.
Are you like a front suspension guy? That's all you ever do.
I do a lot of it.
Yeah. So what's going on with Shade Tree Larry? You looked at his mess yet? Is he doing
I
anything?
haven't seen it. I've heard he's got the front end on it.
The front end's been on it. Oh, you're talking about the fenders and the...
fenders and the
yeah.
front where the radiator.
Okay, so you don't want to go look at it then?
After I get done with this, I can.
Should I wait for you or should I just go by myself?
Go ahead and go on out there, because I'm gonna. This is gonna take me another 30-40 minutes. So.
You need to get to work because your inconspicuous boss that never happens to be here might get pissed off at you.
He's here right now.
Where? I don't see him.
He's in the office.
Where's he at? Is he hiding in the ceiling, in the rafters? What, under the table over there behind him watching you?
Out there.
He's not in my office. I just walked out. I think you're wrong. I don't think there is a Rick. I think you're full of shit. Okay? As usual.
Maybe he just doesn't want to put up with.
No, maybe you're full of shit and you're just trying to throw the blame on everybody else. What do you think of that, 972? I'll talk to you later about that. I'm gonna go see what Larry's up to. To be honest with you, I ain't even seen fucking Rick. I ain't even seen Rick. You know, there's a sign out there that says Rick's Customs, but where the fuck is this guy, Rick? I don't fucking know. Alright, so as we walk up to Larry, Mr. Shade Tree guy that he is, it looks like he's got his fenders installed, he's got a grill on it, and he's also got some type of radiator situation going on. What's going on, Larry?
Thinking.
What are you doing now?
Thinking.
What do you mean thinking?
That's what I'm doing. Is
About
thinking.
what?
A lot of things.
Okay, are you talking about your radiator setup and your water setup here?
Yep.
I think my friend Pete told you how to fix that problem, and I think you took my advice for once. You dropped the radiator fan, you took it off of the what?
Engine.
That's right. And now what are we gonna do now? Now you're gonna make some brackets. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. This radiator's too big and your headlights are in the fucking way. Wow. Looks like you're gonna have to go back to the original radiator, Larry.
The original radiator.
Yeah, the original radiator. A 1946 fuck-off radiator, whatever the hell you're using, bud.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, then find out your measurements. Go up to Tyner Radiator Service and tell them I need a radiator to fit this.
Yeah.
And you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be an antique classic radiator just like you had. Alright? Obviously, you aren't gonna be able to use that radiator, Larry. Alright? And you've been sitting out here, standing here for about 47 minutes looking at it, trying to figure out what you're gonna do.
Yep.
Why?
Because I'm thinking.
I see you got the front end on it. Do we get to see the rest of it, or are you going to leave it covered up? All right, so you got your steering wheel. Now, is this the steering wheel contraption that we saw laying on the ground over there? Is this the original setup?
Now the Explorer.
But Larry, look, dude.
It's not welded in, Pete.
You already got it hooked up. Everything's working.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised, Larry. I'm actually shocked and surprised that you got all this on here. Even though, I mean, are you going to keep a band clamp? Is that how it's going to hold there? Is that like redneck style band clamp
No.
fucking bracket? Or you're going to weld that on there?
Yeah.
So you're going to weld a band clamp to this.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're gonna do. So and then you're gonna tighten the bolts down and it'll suck it on there.
There you go.
Huh.
That sounds good.
It's gonna be a band clamp fucking bracket.
Sounds good to me.
So you're gonna take that little welder that you bought, or the one you got, and spot weld that on there.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Larry? It's not centered up in the seat area here.
How about that?
It's like too much over that way. Why?
Because that's where it goes.
Oh, okay, so the steering wheel goes way over there, huh?
Oh, it wasn't there, Pete.
Okay, hold on a minute, let's see. So it goes right there.
If you're gonna break it, then that's.
Is that where it's going? Where is it supposed to go, Larry?
Right there.
Because you've been pondering on this situation, looking at it for a long time, bud.
Yep.
Well, you know, that's nice that you got that on there, but what about the rest of this mess, dude? All that big open gap. I guess you decided to cut that firewall off and go with another plan, huh?
Yeah. So this is so I can get air in there. Since I'm not gonna have air conditioning, I need some kind of way to get air and heat in.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with this, Larry? What's going on with the GM steering column that you drug my friend Pete out there in that stenchy ass, filthy junkyard? I almost threw up from the smell of the vehicle we took it out of. What a waste of fucking time, Larry.
I agree on that, Pete.
Looks to me like you're gonna have to just give that to my friend Pete, and I can do what I want with it.
That's exactly what I'm gonna
That's
do.
fucking be great, okay?
Yep.
That was a whole day venture out in the rain and mud for nothing, Larry.
Yep.
What do we got over here, Larry? What's this? Is this another new project of yours?
Not mine.
Well, what's going on with it?
That belongs to my friend Pete, right?
No, that's not mine.
I think that belongs to you.
I think that's Concrete Norms, Mr. Concrete Guy. Hold on, what's going on, dude?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, look. Uh-oh. Your frame's all fucked up because your door ain't fucking closing.
How about that?
Looks like it's got foundation problems. We are in Texas, Larry.
Yeah.
You know, there's another problem. Now you can't sleep at night. You're gonna have to worry about your door. What can I do? How can I fix the door?
I don't worry about it right now.
Well, how are we gonna fix that, Larry? That's what I want to know.
Well, I know how to do it, but that's it'll be.
Well, tell us. Give us some angles of how to do it, Larry.
Well, you got to bring this out just a little bit right here. Bring that out.
Bring that out, huh?
Yep.
What about your floor jack and your piece of wood and your cinder block? Why is that there? Why do you got that on there, dude?
Storing it out of the rain.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's one thing this thing works out good for because, you know, cold weather's coming.
Yeah.
It'll be a good storage unit for all your stuff. And hold on a minute, you still don't have the wheels centered in there properly, I guess. Is that, I guess they are almost. You could probably work with that. I mean, as long as the wheel doesn't rub, right? You got your front fenders on, I like that. That looks pretty good. You know, it looks like a vehicle. It's starting to look like something.
Yeah.
Not much, but something.
Yeah.
So what's your next angle?
Think a little bit more.
You like to do a lot of thinking, don't you?
Yep, got a lot of time to think, Pete.
A lot of time.
A lot of time
So
to think.
what's your goal on this, bud? Do you even have a goal?
Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 months. I'll take it down, haul it down, turn it into junkyard, let them have
Really?
it.
You
Yeah.
think so in about 4 months?
Yeah.
So this is just something to do just to keep you busy?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
All that work for nothing.
that's it.
You think that's what it was for?
Yeah. Just to keep my mind going.
Wow.
So I can stand out here and think.
So let me ask you this, Larry. Do you think we'll ever be able to take this on a Sunday cruise?
No.
Huh?
This is not a Sunday cruise thing.
Then why are you putting all this money into it and all this work and all this hard man labor? I mean, you know, is the steering column even really going to work like that, Larry?
I have no idea, Pete. When I get to that, the motor doesn't start yet.
Huh.
When the motor starts, then we worry about other things.
I saw your wiring nightmare inside the trailer there. How do you plan on wiring this up, bud?
I don't know. Like I said, it's one thing at a
You know
time.
you're going to have to reprogram the computer. That's about $380.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
You're going to have to buy a wire harness for it. That's about $1,000, Larry.
It is.
Is this project really worth that much money?
No,
Huh.
it's not. So I said, in 4 months, I'll probably haul it down, turn it into the junkyard.
You think you will?
Yeah.
You got a clear title?
Yep, I do.
Well, why would you even do that? That doesn't even make sense. All this hard work for nothing?
Just for the fun of it.
And you even bitched and complained to me because you didn't want to break your window out.
That's right. They're not broken, see?
Not yet.
They're not broken.
There's a lot of rust in there, though.
Yeah.
A lot of rust, dude.
They don't have to open.
Don't you think it'd be better to, like, make a piece of furniture out of it or something?
Oh, hell no.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what. If you actually get rid of it, you let my friend Pete know, and I'll just take it off your hands. And then I'll chop it up, and I'll make something out of it.
Oh, well, you can do that whenever I get ready to get rid of it.
All right, so the last time we were out here, whenever we were here, you had all this firewall was hooked up and it was sticking way out here, and now you finally took my advice to take that off. Now, what are we going to do over here? Are you going to take some sheet metal and just kind of splice it in there and use some sheet metal screws, hook it all together? Or what are you going to do?
I don't know, Pete. That's down the road. Man, that's 2 months down the road before I get to that.
2 months?
Yeah.
To put a piece of sheet metal on there and use some self-tapping screws and screw it on?
Yeah.
Come on, Larry.
Man, what are you trying to rush this job? Man, this is...
Okay, if you don't start rushing on it, you might as well just go ahead and pack it in now and just wait 3 or 4 months and go scrap it out, dude.
No, I got 3 or 4 months of winter to come down here and play in.
It's going to be snowing and raining, Larry. You aren't going to be working on it.
We're not
Look,
in Colorado.
the shade tree is starting to die on us, dude.
Yeah, we're not
It's
in
not
Colorado.
pretty soon. Another thing is, you better hope that none of these branches up here decide to fall on it while it's sitting here. That might be the best thing for it if a branch fell on it, Larry.
That could be.
That'd probably be the possible thing. Now, I could tell you what you could do. You can mount your radiator in here, okay, since it's a redneck car. And then what we got, so you can weld a bracket here, come up here in that hole, that'll hold that. And then what you can do is you can buy some fog lights over at your local parts store. So, you know, those round kind?
Yeah.
And you can kind of just, you know, make a kind of center it up here, weld a little bracket so it'll bolt there, and then, you know, mount that headlight right there. I mean, that would work.
Might.
Get yourself some trailer lights here, some marker lights off a trailer, and mount them in that hole. That could be your turn signals,
That could be.
right?
Yeah.
And I think you'll have it made as far as lights go.
I think you got this thing figured out, Pete.
And I think what you can do on this radiator is actually use this thing, because you really want this radiator because of this right here.
Yeah.
You see where that outlet is?
Yeah.
All right, that goes to where, Larry?
It goes to an outlet somewhere.
All right, so
Or outlet
it looks
or
like it comes over here and goes somewhere to, because this is the radiator from this motor, am I right?
Yep, it is.
Now, it would be better to try to use this, so I would actually utilize the situation and say, how can I make some nice custom rat rod headlights to make it work properly?
That's a pretty good idea, Pete.
Yeah, it is a good idea. That's my idea, see?
I'd never thought of that.
And then what I'd do is I'd go over to Lowe's or Home Depot and I'd get me about a $20, no, what is it, about $18 roll of baling wire, you know, that real heavy wire they use for drop ceilings?
Yeah.
And I just go ahead, instead of making brackets, hell, I just wire this bitch up on this fucking grill right here and, you know, wire tie it down and hit the road, dude.
Shit, that'd be a good thing.
Problem you have though, Larry's the radiator sticking out the bottom. What's up?
That's where it mounts, Pete.
Huh.
That's where it mounts.
All I can say is you're just, you know, doing a beautiful job, Larry. Beautiful job.
Well, I appreciate that, Pete. I think you're...
All this work for scrapping it out in 3 or 4 months. Wow.
That's
We also have another problem here. Look over here, Larry. What's up with that?
What's what?
Right there.
This?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to cut it off right there.
Why are you going to cut it off? Doesn't a bumper go there?
No.
Oh, so you're not going to use the Ford Explorer bumper, make it redneck?
We'll find a piece of iron to go across there.
Now, whose cattle guard is that?
I don't know, Dave's, I think.
Is that Dave's?
Yep.
Okay, I can tell you what you can do. Take that cattle guard and just weld that bitch on here with that little welder you got,
Yeah.
and then you have a nice big chrome cattle guard on it. I mean, why do you want to make it all customized, dude? Do it your way, Larry.
God, man. Jeez.
That would be a hell of a fucking situation, dude. All right, that's what you need to do, Larry. All right, take that cattle guard right there, put that bitch on that bumper horns, weld that stuff bitch on there, and go for it.
Now, that's 5 months down the road.
Well, it ain't gonna be here in 5 months, Larry. It's gonna be gone.
God, man, I would never thought of that, Pete.
Well, you keep pondering on it and, you know, checking it out. The shade tree's still holding up, and shade tree Larry's still thinking about it, tinker-toying about it.
Yep.
And you know, if you got any questions, you need any answers, you come ask my friend Pete, okay?
I'll do that.
Okay, you take care,
Hey,
bud.
appreciate for the thoughts.
It's not looking good, Larry.
Thank you for the thoughts.
It's not looking good with the fan down on the ground, dude.
It looks good, Pete.
Yeah. See you later, bud.
Okay.
All right. This guy doesn't know which way's up or down or left or right. I mean, what the fuck? 4 months down the road, he's just gonna take it to the scrap iron yard anyway? All that work for nothing? What the hell is going on with lawnmower guy Larry, AKA Shade Tree Larry, and his fucking rat rod? It's a fucking joke, is what it is, a fucking joke. Bye.